The night sky above Eidolon Station shimmered like a living tapestry, an endless ocean of silver dust and blue flame. Inside one of the quiet habitation pods, Captain Elias Roe sat before the viewport, his weathered hands folded tightly. Below, through the transparent curve of the glass, 50 bright streaks of light marked the heavens, each one carrying a child he had helped create, now journeying to alien worlds. He told himself it was mercy. He told himself it was peace. He told himself humanity had no right to keep them. And yet, it still tore him apart. Chapter 1. The Promise. 20 years ago the world was ending. The Earth's oceans boiled, cities collapsed, and the atmosphere turned to ash. Humanity's only hope came not from themselves, but from the stars. The Illyrians, an ancient alien race, descended from the nebulae, offering a pact. They would save humanity's genetics, merge them with their own, and birth hybrid children, stronger, wiser, capable of surviving in alien biomes where humans could not. The catch: the children would belong to the stars, not to Earth. Elias Roe, once a military engineer, became the guardian of the Genesis program, the caretaker of these hybrid children. He was the bridge between species, the human chosen to watch over their creation and eventual departure. He had raised 50 of them, children with silver eyes, radiant veins, and laughter that echoed like music. He watched them grow, teach, and learn, then send them one by one into starlight capsules to colonize distant worlds. But one child remained. Her name was Lira. Chapter 2. The Last Child. Lira sat cross-legged in the garden dome, the artificial light of twin suns shining on her silver hair. The vines responded to her thoughts, unfurling blossoms in her hands. She was not like the others. Her gaze held more emotion, her speech more hesitation. She could feel the hum of the station itself, could read Elias's moods before he spoke. "You're worried again," she said softly, her voice a melody of human warmth and Illyrian resonance. Elias smiled faintly. "You always know." "You're thinking about the Queen," she continued, eyes narrowing. "You think she'll come for me." He didn't answer. He had read the message from the Illyrian High Cluster the night before. The Queen demands the final child. The covenant must be fulfilled. But Lira wasn't just another experiment to him. She was the last fragment of humanity's soul. Chapter 3. The Arrival. The station trembled as the Illyrian Arkship arrived, a vessel vast enough to eclipse stars. Its crystalline hull glowed with living energy, and within it pulsed the mind of Queen Seraphine, ruler of the Illyrians. No being had ever seen her in physical form. She communicated through waves of light and thought, each word vibrating through the very air. Elias stood on the observation deck as her presence filled the room, a symphony of shifting light taking vague humanoid form. "Guardian Roe," her voice rippled through his consciousness. "The 50 have reached their stars. Only one remains. The covenant must be completed." "She's still a child," Elias said aloud, gripping the railing. "She's barely 17. You promised they'd go when they were ready." "She is ready," the Queen replied. "Her essence completes the harmony of our kind. Without her the circle is broken. You, of all humans, understand what balance means." "I understand," he whispered, "but I won't hand her over until she chooses it herself." The Queen's glow dimmed, her voice cooling like frozen glass. "You forget your place, human." Chapter 4. The Choice. That night, the station entered artificial night cycle. Lira stood beside Elias at the viewport, watching the faint trails of her siblings in the void. "They're out there," she whispered. "I can feel them. All 50 of them calling." "Then go," Elias said quietly. If you want. But if you stay. I can't stay, she interrupted. You know that. I was made for the stars. But. She hesitated. I'm scared. The Queen wants me for something else, doesn't she? Elias couldn't lie to her. She wants your essence for herself. You're the bridge between human emotion and Illyrian energy. You're the only one capable of merging completely. She means to make you part of her, to end the divide forever. Lira turned toward him, eyes wide. Then I'll die. He didn't answer. The silence was enough. Chapter 5. The Flight. When the Queen's envoys arrived, the station blazed with light. Illyrian constructs, half living, half mechanical, moved through the halls. They came not with weapons, but with inevitability. Elias led Lira through maintenance corridors, guiding her toward an unused launch bay. His heart pounded like war drums. He had smuggled a small shuttle, one meant for evacuation centuries ago, and hidden it behind shield dampeners. Where will I go? She asked. To the edge, Elias said. To a place even the Queen's sight can't reach. There's a binary system beyond the Rift Nebula. You can hide there until. Until what? She pressed. Until she forgets me. You know she won't. He turned sharply, gripping her shoulders. Then we fight for your choice, Lira. For your right to live free. For the first time she saw fear in him. Not for himself, but for her. The alarms wailed. Illyrian light speared through the corridor walls. They were found. Elias shoved her into the shuttle pod, slamming the door. Go! I won't leave you. You must. You're humanity's last gift. The stars belong to you now. He hit the launch control. The pod ignited, hurtling out into the void. The glow swallowed her cry as the ship vanished into hyperspace. Chapter 6. The Queen's Wrath. Elias turned as Queen Seraphine materialized before him in a vortex of light. You defy destiny, she whispered. I defy your control, he shot back. You said we would share the stars, not surrender to them. The air shimmered around him. His mind flooded with visions. 50 children growing, thriving, shining across galaxies. Each one owed their existence to her, and to him. They live because of me, she said. And now so shall you. Energy enveloped him. His body lifted, suspended in radiance. He felt his mind unraveling. His memories dissolving into light. But beneath it all, one truth burned. He had saved her. Lira was free. Chapter 7. The New Dawn. Lira's pod drifted for days through silence until the NAV beacon found a planet of twin suns. The world was raw and wild. Wind-swept deserts, glacial seas, and mountains of crystal. She stepped out onto the surface, breathing alien air, feeling both halves of her nature, the human heart and the Illyrian light, pull in opposite directions. She looked to the stars, whispering, "You can't have me." In that moment, something inside her awakened. The energy she'd inherited from both species flared in her veins. The Queen's voice echoed faintly, trying to reach her, but Lira pushed back, sending a pulse through the void so powerful it severed the link. Back on the Ark ship, the Queen staggered, her light flickering. And somewhere in the depths of her vast consciousness, she heard a whisper, not from the stars, but from the memory of a human voice. She chooses for herself. Epilogue: The Star Children. Years later, the story of the 51st child became legend among the colonies. Some said she built new worlds where Illyrian and human could live together. Others swore she became a new kind of queen, a being of balance who walked among mortals and gods alike. But among the stars, one truth lingered.